So first, you can just tell us a little bit about yourself.
Yeah, so my name's Ian Fields. I'm a computer science major. I'm a senior, and I interned at ArtBest.
What type of work did you do during your internship?
I did some software development work, so I made a application that kind of helped manage all the employees at all the different stations that ArtBest has, since they're a trucking company. So I got to work on both sides of the development there.
What was your experience like?
I really enjoyed it. They provided housing. They let us come into office. They did a lot of really great stuff there. So not only did I get housing for the company, everybody who worked there also did. So it was like I got to work with my friends for 8 hours a day, and then afterwards we were all in one spot. If we ever wanted to go out to eat or anything, it was really convenient. So I had a really great time there.
Where did you hear about this position?
I actually heard about it. So my roommate used to work there, and he had mentioned it, but it was actually a interviewer came in from ArtVest as like a open interview type deal, and it was, I believe, this room that I'm in right now that they came, and there was just promotion saying, hey, if you want to give it a shot, go and shoot an application in and then come in and interview. So it was through Handshake letting me know that my school was doing it, going to my email, that I found out about it.
What skills did you gain from this internship experience?
Well, a lot of people in the computer science department know that we kind of focus on a lot of older technology, and so getting a real-world job for the first time, I got to work with a lot of the newer stuff, getting to work with like web development, creating websites for back-end stuff that we would do at the school. So it's kind of like connecting everything that we'd worked on, and then I got to learn how to do with all the new technologies, like making things look good, not so robust like we do in college on like class projects.
What did you enjoy the most about your internship?
Honestly, probably the community that was built there. I know that sounds like almost a basic answer, but there's not a lot of places where you go and immediately you're put into a room full of people like your age that have the same interests as you, and you can click so fast and just go get dinner the same night that you met these people. So I think the best thing probably was the community. Working with the new technology was nice, but I mean, if I was doing that with more people, it would have been so fun.
How did career services help you in your internship process?
So like I kind of mentioned earlier, the interview that happened through career services. So not only were they the people that introduced me, but around that time I had an oral comm class, and somebody from career services had come in, given like a seminar on how to write a resume. So I just finished my resume, career services introduced the employer, and full circle I got to put that same resume that I had worked on, give it to the employer, and get the job. So kind of did the whole process.
Lastly, what advice do you have for students considering working an internship?
I think the best advice I can give is if you have imposter syndrome, because I feel like a lot of people wanting to get into the industry first kind of feel like they're not good enough to do it, just ignore it. I mean, you can really feel like you're not great at what you do, but you won't know until you get in there. And then you'll start to realize like, hey, all these other people also don't know what they're doing. And so the best thing I can tell you is if you're worried about it, you probably don't really need to be. Everybody else is too. Even the people who've been there for 30 years, they don't really know what they're doing either. So you get to learn with everybody.